Welcome to Buy, Hold, Sell, brought to you by Livewire Markets. I'm Matthew Kidman, and today we're going to talk about those companies that have thrived in the coronavirus epidemic, pandemic, world shutdown. And there have been some, and market leadership normally does change when markets have this kind of correction. To help me talk about it today, Catherine Allfrey from WaveStone, Matt Williams from Airlie. Matt, we'll start with you. The Australian Amazon, Kogan, rocketing to a new high, posting record numbers week in, week out. Buy, hold or sell?
It's a sell. It's had a great COVID bounce, no doubt about it. But look at the shops, the rest of the shops, its competitors are starting to open back up. Look at 40 times earnings after the bounce it's had, not for me.
Strange, wasn't it? The management couldn't wait to sell their stock last year, and now it's at a record high. Buy, hold or sell, Catherine?
It's a sell for us as well. And don't get on the email list. It's insidious. It just keeps going. Okay.
It is.
Every type of product, they're out there to sell. No offence to them, they've done a great job through COVID. But like Matt says, at 35, 40 times, it's very expensive for the growth outlook.
Okay, let's go to healthcare. ResMed, we know that they help you with your sleep.
Yep.
Ventilators as well in a crisis.
Yes.
Also towards a record high. Buy, hold or sell?
It's a long-term buy, and it's actually been a WaveStone favourite for a long period of time. This is a successful Australian company that's just been a powerhouse for many, many years. Yes, it's at a record high, but it can still deliver double-digit growth, and it's delivering, strong returns from its business. We're still backers.
In the great rotation that we've experienced over the last few weeks, Matt, ResMed seems to be a funder for other investments, but is it time to go back and have a look? Buy, hold or sell?
Yeah, look, I'd love it to be a bigger funder and fall a lot more to buy some. Look, I think it's a hold. It certainly, as Catherine said, it's had a great track record. It's been a fantastic company. But it too is, look, it's had a bit of a COVID bounce with the latest quarterly, with the respirator business. So look, at 35 times earnings, which is what ResMed is, I'd rather buy it than Kogan at 40 times, put it that way, but a hold for me.
Okay, a stock that help us in the hospital and help us at home. Ansell, buy, hold or sell?
Look, it's a sell for me. Again, another COVID bounce, surgical and exam gloves, they can't keep up with demand. That'll tail off at some point. And look, I've been around long enough that I know Ansell, that if it's had a good run, it's not a bad thing to do is take some profits.
It can trip.
It can trip.
Yep. Catherine, it's been a terrific performer.
Yep.
I had a look, it's up 40, 50%. You had to be long. Do you want to still be that way? Buy, hold or sell?
I've got a sell as well on that one. Again, 70% of the business is benefiting from this COVID virus, but at the end of the day, as Matt says, at some point it will revert. And there's also a lot of new competitors coming into that PPE space. Mm-hmm. And I just think, the valuation, it's up there now.
The gold rush. Okay. There must be something, when leadership changes out of a crisis, there must be something out of there that is going to lead this market forward. Give us one that you think will do it.
The one that we bought at the bottom was Xero, right? So we went into that at $68. Yes, it's had a great bounce. The result was okay. They are calling out the fact that business formation clearly is difficult during a virus. And also there'll be some small businesses that do close, of course, during this time. But I think the overriding trend of accounting software in the cloud and the use of that software by businesses to justify government grants, for example, and the whole digitalisation of the payments just plays totally into Xero's space. And they're clearly a leader here in Australia and New Zealand and also in the UK, and they're also in the US. So they've got over 2 million subscribers. It's been a phenomenal performer, and I think it'll keep going. There'll be a powerhouse.
Accountant.
Yeah.
Matt, something that you think is, we can jump on board and go for a ride?
Look, given the bounce the market's had since the low, only a few weeks, a month or so ago, it's hard. But I like Mineral Resources, and look, it's had a great run. And for full disclosure, we've been shaving a few. We've got a massive overweight position. We've been shaving a few above $19. But when I look medium term, we're still happy holders. It's got a unique mining services business. It's got a net cash balance sheet ready to deploy on its next investment, and there's plenty of opportunity for it at the moment. And I think the market will be, hopefully will be excited by whatever this investment has been. Their track record is phenomenal. They've had a return on invested capital of over 20% for 15 years. So, we think it's a great medium-term, company to buy and hang on to.
Do you stick or flick the winners? It looks like you might flick them as they disappear just like the virus.